What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and today we are here going into week 9 of the GBA. We are going up against Fizz and the Atlanta Hawluchas. So if you guys are excited, be sure to show some love to that like button. And as always, if you guys are new to the city, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Now, we are coming off of 2 really big wins. The last week's match was just completely, oh my goodness. It was just, it was a phenomenal game. And we are actually not out of the playoffs just yet. In order for us to get kicked from the wild card slot, both the New Orleans Pelippers and the Borussia Donphan need to win this week in order to kick us out of the wild card spot. So props to their opponents this week for hopefully doing their job and keeping us in. This match is inconsequential to our spot in the playoffs, but nonetheless, we do want to win and hopefully knock Fizz down a spot. He is currently the best in our division right now. Speaking of Fizz, let's go over his team really quickly. He did make some changes, so overall his roster is looking something like this. He has Togekiss, Garchomp, Heliolisk, Starmie, Tyranitar, Venomoth, Weezing, Chestnut, Stoutland, Frostlass, and Mega Charizard Y, the polar opposite of our Mega Charizard X, as you guys see on the screen. So, some things to make note on his team. He does, as last time, he does have option for dual weather. He has more commonly than not brought a lot of sand shenanigans. Very rarely has he brought Mega Charizard Y, and rarer than that has he brought dual weather itself. It has been a Tyranitar Garchomp combination that he has been bringing. So that does kind of give us something to plan for, but we don't want to cross out anything just yet. Other things to note, that Heliolisk does both get Sand Veil and Solar Power, can utilize both of those. The Stoutland with the Sand Rush ability as well. Garchomp Sand Veil, I mean, it's no bueno. It's no es bueno. He does only have hazard setters in the form of Garchomp and in the form of Tyranitar. His pickups in Venomoth and Frostlass do not, I believe Frostlass may get let me do my homework really quickly. Let me do my homework live on screen. Let me do my homework right on screen. It does get spikes, actually. So Frostlass does get spikes. It can be a suicide lead for our opponent. And the Venomoth does not... Well, let's just... You know what? Let's just for all intents and purposes... do you get sticky? No. Do you get toxic? You do get toxic spikes. And you do not get regular spikes. So Venomoth does have the ability to set toxic spikes. And Frostlass has the ability to set up spikes. So he did actually increase his ability in setting hazards with those 2 pickups. His only spinner is in the form of Starmie, and his only defogger is in the form of Togekiss, which is something to note when looking at team analysis here. He does have priority in E-Speed Togekiss, Quick Attack Heliolisk, and Quick Attack Charizard Y. Shadow Sneak Frostlass is also a thing, I believe. So, those are things to keep in mind when going up against him. I do not think he'll bring Quick Attack Heliolisk, and I do not think he'll bring Quick Attack Charizard. E-Speed Togekiss, I think E-Speed Togekiss would come before Quick Attack Heliolisk or Quick Attack Charizard. Shadow Sneak Frostlass, though, definitely something to keep in mind. So, when prepping for this team, he did take advantage of us and our ability to, our inability early on to deal with something that could potentially set up and sweep us, as seen in that week when he set up and swept us with Sub-SD Garchomp. So, this week, like I said, it might not be the most enjoyable thing for you guys to hear, so when I say this, I take it with a grain of salt. Our chances for the playoffs aren't affected by the outcome of this match. Absolutely not. Statistically, this match does not affect it. Other people's matches do. So, with this match, I am trying a little bit of a different style tactic. I do have, you guys can see the 6 mons on the screen, and I'm playing differently than I normally would, simply because we need to make some changes. We need to make some moves. We need to start shaking some things up within the GBA if we want to. And we are coming off a big win streak. Before the Christmas break happened, I did not have any hopes of getting into the playoffs, and now that we are 2 wins out of the break, and we are on a hot streak right now, we can continue this. So, leading off the team, we have Mega Charizard X, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, and Brick Break, 252 HP, 4 in attack, Adamant Nature, 4 defense, 212 speed, 212 speed F, 36 speed. Like I said, Adamant Nature. So, this thing is a great Charizard Y check, because I can take a modest... He would run Timid, because being afraid of speed tying with a Jolly Charizard X itself. So he would run Timid. I can take a Timid Dragon Pulse. I can also take a modest Dragon Pulse as well for what it's worth on this thing. I can Dragon Dance, and then once I have a Flare Blitz up in the sun, does tremendous amount of damage. Dragon Claw also, is going to do a ton of work to this thing as well. It's also questionable, depending on what he brings, if I just want to lead with this thing. I have a very good Select 5 Mons that can handle a lot of the things on his team after this. And if he does get up rocks, it's going to be really hard for me to come in and want to Dragon Dance up when I'm already at half health. So one option is to get this thing safely and without hazards, but if he gets hazards up, there kind of goes that plan. So I'm debating on just leading off with this thing, Mega Evolving and Dragon Dancing, and see what he can do to stop it, because it would definitely throw him off, I feel like. With this investment, I am able to Dragon Dance up, provided he is not a Scarf Chomp. I can Dragon Dance up, take a hit, go for a Dragon Claw. I can take an EQ. With this set also, I outspeed a Jolly Tyranitar, and so assuming he's a Jolly Tyranitar, max attack, max speed, I am able to, without Dragon Dancing, OHKO this thing with Brick Break. Dragon Dancing, after one Dragon Dance, I do outspeed a Timid Starmie and can pop it with a Dragon Claw. There's a lot of things this thing can do, especially at +1. +1 attack provides me all the same offensive prowess as a Choice Banded Charizard if we were to compare damage counts. So that is the plan with this thing. Flare Blitz to take advantage of the Sun if Charizard Y does set it up. It also does hit the Venomoth super effectively. Weezing kind of walls this thing, but if I can get this thing in on a Weezing and also Dragon Dance on its face, that is something as well. I do need to take poison damage, but I can safely take Will-O-Wisps as well. Intimidate Statlin's a thing that he could bring to counter this as well, but I'm not sure what he wants to do with I'm not sure what he wants to do with Colin this week, but we do have some checks here to a lot of his physical presence. He does have a ton of physical presence as far as physical offense goes. We are bringing Instigator this week with the leftovers, Intimidate ability, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Roar. With his own Charizard Y, with his Togekiss, with his Venomoth, with a ton of his things. I do want to get up Stealth Rocks if I can. And hopefully phase him out if he does bring some sort of sub-SD set, if he does bring if something starts to set up on us, like a Garchomp, like a Tyranitar, I am able to come in, drop the attack on this thing, take a hit, and roar it out, so that way I am not taking any more damage from that threat. Leftovers for the recovery. Toxic, just in case Roar isn't the greatest play. Toxic was the only other thing I really saw in here. His team isn't really knockoff heavy. I mean, Starmie's going to outspeed me, so there's no point in kill me. There's no point in bringing a knockoff. Doesn't do too much to Tyranitar or Garchomp, and in most cases it's probably going to cause me more damage if he's bringing a Rocky Helmet Rough Skin set. Togekiss isn't going to take too much damage to that. A Life Orb in the long run will start doing more damage to him than it'll do to me, because I do have other answers for the Togekiss as well. Weezing Black Sludge, I've got an answer for that. Weezing's just a big bulky Bulkstermon. Chestnut, Spiky Shield. I mean, his team, Frostlass and Starmie are his only real knockoff weaknesses, so I didn't want to bring knockoff. I wanted to bring EQ because outside of Togekiss and outside of Togekiss, Weezing, and Mega Charizard Y, we can hit a lot of things with Earthquake. So 244 in HP gives us that odd amount, 252 max defense, and then the rest of our EVs in attack with an impish nature are going to make sure that we can handle a lot of the physical presence on his team, because he as well does not have a lot of knockoff users, so hopefully these leftovers can stick around. Next up is Parasite. Parasite is rocking his Assault Vest, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, Drain Punch, and Knockoff. Now, with this set, again, this thing, he's got a really hard time handling this, because you can't hit it super effectively, obviously. So with the max defense and a Assault Vest, we are able to take hits on both sides of the spectrum. Hidden Power Ice, with this investment, with a lack of special attack investment, I should say, does have the ability to two-hit KO Garchomp. Volt Switch for slow turning, hopefully to safely get into Mega Charizard X to set up a Dragon Dance on something. Drain Punch for the recovery. It is super effective against Heliolisk. It is super effective, 4 times effective against Tyranitar, should I be able to get it off. Super effective on the Stoutland. I am bringing knockoff on this thing just in case. I didn't want to bring it on my Roar setter. I just wanted that to be a Toxic Roar, Stealth Rock, phase type of deal. Knockoff, if I do see it, if I can take a hit from the Starmie and I can hit it with a knockoff, get its Life Orb out of there, do some tremendous damage to that thing as well. But pretty much Volt Switch, HP Ice, Drain Punch are going to be the moves I'm going for. I don't, like I said earlier, Knockoff's kind of a, it's not, his team's not too friendly with it. I've got other moves on this thing to hit other things super effectively outside of Knockoff, but depending on his item usage, we may want to knock off something like a Choice Scarf or a Choice Band, or even maybe if he's bringing an Assault Vest of some sort. Next up, we've got Post-Hardcore this Raptor here. Brave Bird, Double Edge, U-Turn, in close combat. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 228 in HP, 252 max attack, 4 in defense, 4 in SPDEF, 20 in speed with a Choice Scarf, Adamant Nature. Now, with a Scarf at 123, we do outspeed a timid Starmie, so we are able to U-turn on that thing's face. There is going to be a lot of U-turning Volt Switching you'll see between the last Mon and the next 2 Mons, including this one and Hephaestus. Brave Bird and Double Edge to take advantage of both stabs. Close combat in case I am locked in against something such as a Heliolisk, such as a Tyranitar. Just in case I feel like Brave Bird and Double Edge aren't the better plays there. His only flying resist, now that he dropped Double Blade, is actually going to be the Heliolisk as far as typing goes. Rough Skin Garchomp's not going to do us any favors. Tyranitar does resist the flying and the normal as well, which is why we bring the close combat. Chestnut, Spiky Shield isn't going to like us too well, but Brave Bird will be able to kill that thing no matter what. Frostlass is a Double Edge immunity, so as well as a close combat immunity. So the random 4 and 4 in defense and SPDEF are just not to take any waste to our EV usage. So, and that will be going, I keep saying I'm a lot, I apologize, guys. But next up, we are bringing a Choice Scarf and Fernape again with U-turn, so we do have a good Volt turn going on. We don't have any form of hazard removal, which is really scary, provided he can get them up. But hopefully, if he does lead off with his Rocker, and I find it safe to lead off with Charizard and Okoa with a Brick Break or something like that, that will be something worth noting. But or Infernape could be a good lead here as well. Choice Scarf and Infernape with the Iron Fist ability. I actually should change that to Blaze. Give me 1 second here. I'll change that to Blaze. Close combat, U-turn, Rock Slide, and Fire Blast. Close combat to take advantage of the stab. Not too many resists on his part as far as that goes. U-turn for the Switch initiative. Rock Slide is going to hit the Togekiss super effectively. On the Switch, it will also hit Venomoth super effectively, and it will hit Mega Charizard Y and completely Oko it. And then Fire Blast, because Weezing's a thing, and I didn't really want Flare Blitz for the damage. I wanted Fire Blast because it still has a tremendous special attack. If he does set up the Sun on accident with Charizard Y, that does make up for the fact that most of our EV's investment is in attack as opposed to special attack with a... I have 40 left over. What do I want to do here? That's what I want to do. That's why I've got 44. Excuse me. The 44 in the Sun is equivalent to having our max special attack in the Sun with the Fire Blast. So that's going to do a butt-ton of damage to a lot of stuff on his team, especially if we are in Choice Scarf Blaze range. That will be absolutely tremendous. I'd rather have a Choice Scarf Blaze Fire Blast go off than a Choice Scarf Blaze Flare Blitz go off. So last but not least, we do have Thorn here with the Life Orb, Natural Cure, Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Extra Sensory, the Timid Nature. This is kind of our answer to Togekiss outside of a Choice Scarf Togekiss set. We can one-shot this thing with a Sludge Bomb, provided he's an offensive set. If he's a defensive set, we 2-hit KO it. 1-hit KO after rocks. Sleep Powder in case we want to put anything to sleep. We've got the Giga Drain for the recovery. Super effective damage on Starmie, Tyranitar, and that's it, Starmie and Tyranitar. Sludge Bomb is going to be able to hit the Togekiss. 30% chance to poison on a lot of other things outside of Venomoth and Weezing. And then Extra Sensory is for the Weezing specifically, should we come in. This is our answer to, outside of Air Slash Togekiss, if we can bring this thing in safely. We do not, we can shrug off Thunder Waves, we can hit it with a Sludge Bomb. Any sort of Will-O-Wisp from Weezing as well, we can sludge off with Natural Cure. That's why I didn't want to bring, like, Hidden Power Psychic and then Technician, because this is gonna be a good switch in for, like I said, Will-O-Wisp users, for T-Wave users, stuff like that. So that is going to be our team going up against Fizz and the Atlanta Hawluchas. Like I said, guys, if you have any thoughts about this team, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. I do apologize for the late upload this week on the team builder, but we needed to wait until we had our match late and nice on Saturday, so you guys will see that tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow on the battlefield. My name is Crimson CBAD. Goodbye.